There are now 48 confirmed cases of coronavirus in Wichita County, and health officials say all of us should still follow guidelines set in place to lower the spread of the virus. At the same time, they are very thankful 6 patients have now recovered. Shatanya Clark explains more.
Melanie, health officials are working countless hours to battle the COVID-19 pandemic. Though the number of confirmed cases is gradually increasing, residents can find some comfort in those individuals who have survived the virus.
As positive it is that we have those that are recovered, we still have individuals of those 48 that are ill.
Wichita Falls, Wichita County Public Health Director Lou Kreidler says recovery of a person with COVID-19 is case by case.
It really just depends on that person, how serious their infection was to begin with. We've had a broad range of individuals who had very mild symptoms, and then we have individuals who have been very sick.
Of the 48 cases in the county, 6 residents have proven to not be infectious and have been cleared from quarantine. However, Kreidler reminds residents to not undermine the seriousness of the virus.
We really want people to not let their guard down and to understand that we still have COVID in our community and that we need to remember that we have sheltering in place for that reason so that we can stop the infectivity of the disease.
MSU Medical Director Dr. Keith Williamson says health professionals are being hopeful about the future of each recovered individual.
We expect there to be immunity. How long it lasts is the question. Is it going to be a few weeks, a few months, or years, or lifetime? I think the thing to point out is Wichita Falls is right now in the acceleration phase of this illness. We're going to see more cases at the end of every week. And how successful we are at practicing social distancing, hand washing, and all the other interventions are going to determine how fast we climb up that curve.
Everyone is encouraged to do their part in protecting themselves and those vulnerable in our community. Now, Kreidler and Williamson reminds us that while there haven't been many cases in a few days, to continue practicing social distancing and other previously mentioned methods so we can get through this crisis together.
Absolutely. All right, Shatanya, thank you so much.